Excuse the lighting in here. I'm actually about to meditate, and I thought I would pretty much give you just like a kind of a run through of what I do when I meditate. I try to meditate daily, as I've mentioned in the past. It's very important, especially right now. I think it's always been important, but maybe more so right now. But in my space at the moment, and going to what I do. And some of these things are, pretty simple little things, but there's actually meaning behind everything that I do. So I'm going to flip this around probably and show you my little circle of love here. I'm going to do that right now, actually. Okay, so this is my little circle of love. I'm going to go ahead and light this guy. And this is what I do. I just have this one. I actually found these candles. You can get, if you shop around, which I do, you can get candles pretty cheap. I actually got these at Walmart. Not one of my favorite places to shop, but the energy there is just kind of weird for me. But my point is that if you just, wherever you go, like, as a matter of fact, we live in a tourist town, so I was in a local gift shop, which I don't go in there very often, but they had these candles there, and I think they were like $0.25 each. They were scented candles, and they were actually perfect because, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's like a little cup candle holder thing here in the middle, and I use that to, hold my candles, but I'm using this big gargantuan one because it's just trying to use what I have, I guess. So anyhow, I usually light a candle. What it does is it kind of helps me focus and, focus the light, I guess, on a particular area. So that light that you're seeing coming from the candle, that's a light that we all have inside of us, and you just have to find it. So this is it's one of my daily practices, as a matter of fact, is, working with my energy, working with the light, within. And I think that eventually here, shortly, I'm going to be doing a video on how to work with your energy and, the importance of it. So back to my meditation. Like I mentioned, I'm about to go into meditation. So first thing I usually do is I'll light my candle and, in my little circle of love. And basically, you can just create your own, little space. And this just happens to be mine. And, make it your own. There's no wrong or right way to do it. So just make it your own. But anyhow, what I usually do is I start off by taking, as many deep breaths as I need to, usually at least 3, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as I'm breathing out, what I'm usually doing is I'm trying to let go of any tension or clustered thoughts. And you may have heard, certain people to say that, well, you have to completely clear your mind. Actually, you don't. That's a myth. Actually, I think to me that's counterintuitive. So you don't have to clear your mind. As a matter of fact, I think that, the stuff in your mind, it's there for a reason, and so you need to work with it. So anyhow, 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. I usually do that at least 3 times. Okay, and at that point, usually I'm pretty relaxed. It may take, more times, for you guys maybe at first, but it's just an individual thing. So after that point, then that's usually when I'll kind of just sit with my thoughts for a minute, just kind of see, where they're at and what they're doing. Try to calm myself. Try to block out, not really block out, but just be aware of your inner self as opposed to the environment around you. And then at this point is when I've talked about this before, but there are negative things out there. So I usually ask for protection, and whoever that is that, you feel comfortable asking for protection, ask that person, to be with you. So for me, it's Jesus, Yeshua ben Joseph. There's a lot of different names for him. So I usually ask him to come in. I usually say, Yeshua ben Joseph, please be with me and guide me and protect me and bring in whatever ascended masters or guides and angels that need to be here today with me to give me the information and the knowledge that I need to go forward. So at that point, you've created your safe space. So the next step that I do is I will imagine a ball of light, usually white. It could be, orangish yellow or something light, I guess. And then I imagine that ball of light down in my solar plexus area, which is pretty much right behind the navel, your belly button. And then I start, another breathing technique. It's not really deep breaths, but I guess they can be. But what I do is as I breathe in, I imagine this ball of light, getting larger. And then I breathe in again, imagining it getting larger. When I breathe in, it gets larger. And at that point, usually what I'll do is I'll sit and I'll focus on that ball of light down in my solar plexus area. And I just sit with that for a while. And this is where your imagination comes into play. It's important that you actually see it, in your mind. And the more you practice this, the easier it will become, by the way. It may not be easy at first. I know that. It wasn't for me at first, but eventually you'll be able to picture it more and more. As a matter of fact, like for me, and I think this will happen for everybody, for me, I can actually start to feel it. I actually feel the warmth of that light in my solar plexus. And then I imagine this white light actually engulfing the room, like coming out, surrounding my aura and going out into the room. So what I've done by doing that is I've created a safe space. And then at that point is when I go into my meditation. And this is going to be personal for everybody. So however I do it may or may not be right for you. So it's just a matter of, sitting with that, energy. And I think the trick is, honestly, is just not to force yourself to go anywhere, mainly just to let go, relax, and know that you're protected, and you'll be okay. And just, kind of sit with that energy. I'm going to do a guided meditation at some point, but that's not what this video is. This video is more about, the actual process of the meditation and what I do. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and meditate, you guys, and then maybe I'll do a follow-up video, down the road, and kind of, give you an idea of, more of the thought process as into my own personal meditation. That may help some of you out there. I'm not sure, but maybe. So go ahead and go meditate if you can. I'm in my safe space and with my circle of love. I love this thing. I forget where I found it, but I actually found another one not too long ago. It's like a smaller version of it, but it's very cool. So, okay, well, I hope that helps some of you. I think it might. I guess I'm going to end this video for now. And I guess I'll see you guys. Now I'm in the dark here. Sorry. All you see is a shadow. Maybe that's a good thing because I haven't taken a shower yet. So, okay, you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Go meditate. Peace.